Yo, so guys, welcome back to another video, and this is another basketball reaction, and this one is of the Nuggets versus the Jazz Game 7 highlights, and yeah, I mean, we know how the series has gone so far. It's 3-3, obviously with it being Game 7, but like, it's been so, like, it's been like probably the most, from what I've seen people say, probably the most enjoyable one, between this and the Rockets versus the Thunder for me. But yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure who would, again, I didn't see this game. I watched parts of the Raptors game. And I mean the Celtics, man, they are ridiculous. It was a lot closer. Like, it was very, very close actually until the last. Like, it was going until the last second, and then they had, I think it was like a 6-point lead at the end. It was close either way, and the Raptors were actually leading at one point. So the fact that the Celtics are 2 up in that is kind of crazy to me. If they do a sweep, which I don't think they will, because the Raptors are a lot better than that for sure, and I genuinely think they can still come back. Even though I did predict the Celtics. If they do a sweep, that is a show of intent if I've ever seen one, man. That would be ridiculous. But I mean, I've watched the game already, so I can't really do a reaction to this. But apparently this one went off, like, went crazy. And because it was on until like 5 AM here, I obviously couldn't catch it. But I'm here with the highlights. I'm excited to see what happened. I don't know who's going to win this. I'm so clueless because, I mean, the Jazz, in the games that they've won, from what I remember, they've just blown them away. The Nuggets, apart from one, I think, was quite close. But it's just, they seem to have them, like, they seem to just sort of know how to beat them in some certain way. But at the same time, the Nuggets have got good solid players. That they've got Murray, who's on form. Like, he's hit, I think he's went 3 games in a row getting over 40 points, which is just, it's just scary numbers. They've obviously got Jokic and Porter Jr., etc. So they've got a group of good players. But I mean, I don't know how this is going to go. If Murray and Mitchell go off like they did in the last game, this is going to be a watch and a half. But let's check this out and see how this panned out.
I'm
really excited for this one, man.
Conley and Mitchell in the backcourt. Ingles,
the pick and roll better. The high screen roll is going to be crucial.
Gobert wins the tip. Ingles handle. Shot clock already down to 6. Ingles firing from deep, got his first shot of the game.
The Jazz kicking it off right.
Conley coming back the other way. Ingles all the way to the bucket for the layup and a quick 5. Perkic. Good defense by Gobert, but better offense by Jokic. Mitchell taking on the defensive challenge of guarding Murray here. Jeremy Grant knocks down the 3. Boy, what an addition. He's all screens per game in the Utah Jazz.
Jesus. Look at that pass.
Conley on the baseline.
Oh, they've worked that nicely, man.
Finishing with a slam dunk by Gobert.
I'm so clueless as to who's going to win this, man.
21. Murray trying to get downhill off the screen and gets the
So
layup.
I actually predicted the Nuggets before the series actually started, but
And good defense by Morris, intercepting that pass by Mitchell.
I don't know now.
Monte Morris inside to Millsap.
That catch was nice. The catch block was
And
nice.
Millsap, the veteran with the turns that one over.
Got some banger songs on though.
Morris off the Millsap screen and gets it. You know, I've always been a guy who's had a fat little point guard inside of me trying to get out. In his own words. Mitchell's been a little bit quiet until now with the easy slam off a good in and out. Jokic.
Okay.
Murray.
You know he's scoring that. You just know he's scoring it before he's even shot, man.
Themselves on both sides, Mark.
Yeah, he was certainly defiant, Cassidy, after that Game
Oh.
6 loss, as Gobert gets an easy one.
He used his height well there.
inside.
Jesus
In
Christ.
the corner made the catch. Murray closes out on him. Clarkson with a tough shot, but that's just what he does. He makes them difficult.
Absolutely. Bogdanovich is a big-time talent on the offensive end, a guy that can knock down shots and had tremendous success early on in the course of this season.
They double-team Grant with Conley. Good catch by Morris.
Very good catch.
Boy, that mini
Is he the
is
same
really
guy who
working
had
for
that
him.
block catch earlier? Because if that's the
Rest
case,
in paradise.
he's a
Absolutely.
good catch.
Thoughts and prayers to the family, also to the Georgetown family. Incredible man. Set an incredible example. I'm forever grateful.
East when it was still a fledgling conference and before it really gained traction and identity, those great battles, Georgetown, Syracuse, Georgetown, St. John's as Jokic.
You
earn it in so many different ways as a member of the media. I remember my first meeting with him. I walked over and said, "Coach, what's up?" He was like,
"Oh, come
what the
on.
heck do you want? I'll talk to you when I'm ready."
When you look up and you see it down 10, you don't want to wait because it gets late early. So the
Porter
the
needs more
mindset has
points
gotta
this
be,
one for
he's
sure.
got to have his foot on the gas pedal.
If he does that, I
Gobert
think they could
converting
win
the
this.
alley-oop.
And what I mean,
Great
got
hustle to Porter
decent
Jr.
lead, you know.
And Connolly stole it.
Probably
Wow,
jinxed
what a
it.
sequence. They got a 3-on-1. Niang, side pocket three, got it. And the Jazz making a...
Welcome back to the first round of the NBA playoffs on ABC, presented by Mountain Dew. Jazz down 26-21 here with Quinn Snyder, and Coach made a bit of a run at the
7-40.
how fortunate are we to have a back-to-back game sevens?
Hey, not too loud. Not too loud now. Gary Harris, who just returned a couple of days on his second jump shot.
It's a strong start,
He's
man.
got Dad here in attendance watching. Clarkson inside with a soft.
Especially when you realize
He
they
was
actually
able to
started
get some
5-0
good
down
workouts with
in
some
this one as
teammates
well.
In LA, he's got 4 points. Inside, tough move,
Big.
and one.
Big.
Michael Porter Jr. took the hit and
stressing gives them a chance.
What's the correct way to say his name? Is it Porter Jr., Michael Porter, like Michael Porter Jr.? Like I just sort of say it randomly. I think I just say Porter, and I don't know if that's just a random way to say it. Like I do the same with LeBron. I just call him James sometimes, and I know that's not what people do. I apologise. That probably pisses people off.
Mark.
yeah, and here he is up court to
Speaking of the devil.
Gary Harris. He's a guy that fell in the draft because of some bad
Oh.
issues. Great find by Michael Porter Jr.
This is
And
what I wanna
Quinn
see
Snyder
from him,
calls
man.
Timeout. The Nuggets hands it off to Porter Jr. Foul line jumper, missed everything.
Airball.
And quickly
Absolutely
the other
missed
way,
that.
Jordan Clarkson.
That's
punches
not what I
it
wanna
home,
see.
And one.
No, that's gonna
Got it.
happen, man.
Jordan here, actually over on ESPN. Michael Porter Jr. corner three, good.
Come on.
Jazz shooting just 39%.
And they want to post up to Joker. They want to take advantage of this matchup.
Juwan Morgan gone
He's been involved a
lost.
lot,
I
man.
mean, he saw
I've seen
nothing
him a lot
but
in this one,
offense.
to be fair to him. Look at this lead!
And that's without scouting.
Oh my god!
You make
Sorry for pausing again, yeah. I find it ridiculous how like basketball is, man. Like you could have a game where the Jazz just absolutely demolish. Like there was one of the games that they genuinely embarrassed the Nuggets, and you look at this, they've got a pretty much like a 19-point lead. I'm going to say 20 points to make it sound even crazier, but like it's just crazy how that happens to me, man. Like, I mean, the Jazz have low scoring so far, very very low scoring, but it's the Nuggets defense, which is crazy because in other games that's where they conceded like 140 to the Jazz.
it sounds so easy, Mark. Jordan Clarkson made that one.
I love this
back
sport,
in the
man.
ball
Seeing the
game during
difference
that
in
last
between
break.
games within a few
He's
days.
got to get going. Mitchell has only
Just
taken
because of the
5
change of a few
shots.
tactics, etc. It's
Has
wild.
2 points. Murray floater, got it. Jamal Murray was looking for the Boston
Actually
in
pissed
their
off.
series.
What that foul, yeah.
Donovan Mitchell trying to see
Come
it go in, and he does before the end of the first half here.
Times have changed.
Mitchell coming
Mitchell
in
with
now.
a step back
Okay.
and drills the three.
He's been relatively
Knee
quiet, to be
in
fair,
the
so let's see him coming now.
quadriceps area. Late in
Late
that
for a
first
good
half by
third
Joe
and fourth
Ingles.
quarter.
It was unintentional. And boy, Denver's
And he said, I'm cool. It's game 7. And I also spoke with Coach Malone, who said he was really happy with their defense, also pointing out that the Jazz have no offensive rebounds. But he said,
I wonder how many points they both finish on
shot
again.
clock down to 8. Mitchell double teamed.
Oh my!
Forced that one up and got it to
That's
go.
just that
Just
determination,
play straight
man.
up defense
How you're
and
making
contest
that shot is
and live with the
crazy.
result.
to
When
me.
I was disagreeing with you.
Absolutely. Is that your way of saying you was wrong?
I was wrong. Man, you read code really good. Mitchell starting to heat up here. Mitchell
really
looking
is,
to
man.
eat here.
Him again.
Got
Oh
Brown
my
switch.
god!
Forced it up and got it to go.
He is so
Donovan Mitchell
fucking fun to
sensing
watch.
something brewing.
He's so fun to watch.
Murray bounced
Oh,
it off his
no.
own foot.
Bounced off his own foot.
Conley
That's a three,
all
innit?
day for 3. Yes. And it's a 7-point.
Coming into it, man. They're 20 behind at one point.
Defended by Jokic. Millsap cross court. And Monte
Big.
Morris from the Denver crowd, the virtual crowd.
I can't imagine how tense
Earlier
these
here in
situations
Orlando.
must be, man,
Legend.
Yes.
as a player.
The original Mr. Triple-Double. And Donovan Mitchell got all the way to...
Mitchell's really taking the,
Greg in the
like, the
corner.
game by his hands, man.
Jokic flashes to the elbow and a sweet-looking jump.
Oh,
The
man.
defense by Rudy Gobert. That's why he's one of the best defenders in the restricted
Big.
area. And Royce O'Neal, 4-year contract
7
before
man.
the shutdown. Jazz rewarding him for his all-around play. And
Big.
go third quarter for Donovan Mitchell. Past the 3.5-minute mark here.
This is going to end crazy, man. There's going to be fire
Little
up
bit
to the end of this, I'm
soft
sure
glass
of
and
that.
good.
Mitchell again.
Jokic down low.
20 points. Jesus. 13 in
This
that
time
quarter.
connects. Oh, he punches it home. And what a performance. Jokic going to try another one and drills it as close out this third quarter. They've done so well underneath Gobert. Fouled and won
Mate.
in the fourth quarter. Been a quiet night for Connolly until now. Connolly with the layup.
He wants his guys to be aggressive.
3 points.
7, that'll happen sometimes. Connolly off glass, tipped up and in by Gobert, and it's down
These
to
two teams can't split,
Jokic
man.
against Gobert. Harris cuts.
What the fuck?
Jokic got blocked.
Yeah, he's had a few big blocks,
Good
man.
defense, great
He's had a few
defense
by
massive
Donovan Mitchell,
blocks.
taking the challenge and
As
defending
Gobert.
Jamal Murray, fighting over screens.
He was talking to himself at the other end. Gobert! Rudy! And one! Wow!
And they're now in the lead.
Gobert
My
played
God.
good defense, and Murray leaves it a little bit
This is
short.
gonna be a choke
Couldn't
from-
finish the possession. Murray inside.
From the Nuggets.
And
Would this
that
be
was Jokic on the
considered,
Now they gotta get a
considered a
shot
choke? I can't say the word.
Ingles is going to have to do it.
Because they had a massive lead,
Gobert
or is
won't.
this
Just
something
got
how
it
the
up
score
in
is?
time. Wow. Rudy go for the Utah Jazz. Game
It's
7.
a 20-point
Winner
deficit.
takes on the Clippers. Jokic.
Gobert's been going in.
Gobert didn't go for the pump fake, and Jokic finishes.
It's a big time.
Stats, bro.
Isolated against
70,
Gobert.
70. Fuck me.
Nowhere to go. Tough pass inside to Craig, and Craig converts.
You can't split them. You just can't.
Gary Harris really denying Mitchell the ball. He won't touch it, but Ingles says that's okay. Murray to Jokic. The floater on the way and a soft touch. They get tired, don't they, Mark?
But they're getting good looks. So
Okay.
you just have
Low,
to trust your
scoring
game. I like
game,
the
man.
way they're running their sets and getting quality looks.
Forget tired. Mitchell ties the game at 74. He's got 22 now.
You can tell that it's slow scoring because it's like they're obviously so like focused on
Ball
defense and
Murray.
making no
He pulls
mistakes.
up and banks it home. That's his first.
They must be
Shot
exhausted.
clock at 6. Connolly's got to get busy. Lost the
What
handle
the
off of Gobert. So
Oh,
on
no.
this ball screen.
That's a big.
Murray got into Gobert's chest and made the shot.
I forgot the term. How did I forget the term? It's literally the tip of my tongue. I'm gonna say block. I know what Jokic did isn't called a block. But like how he blocked the player. I don't know how I've just randomly forgot the term. That's my
Nice
bad.
bounce pass to O'Neal, and he finishes at the rim. With
Two
shot clock
fucking
at 5.
They get this free or
Connolly in
something.
the paint. Gobert finishing, and we're tied.
What the fuck?
And Michael
Oh
Malone.
no!
Jokic against
This is gonna be
Gobert.
absolute seeds, isn't
Backs him
it?
down. Gobert stays on his feet. Tough shot.
Oh,
Hit.
that is big.
Jokic giving.
Get into your stuff.
They finally get it to Mitchell.
My heart is
10 on the
racing.
shot clock.
Donovan Mitchell is who you want here, man.
Had it back tapped. He lost
Oh.
it. The Nuggets come up with a
The Nuggets
defensive
gone through,
play.
didn't they?
Murray. They missed the
Oh.
layup. Gobert got it. Mitchell hanging at the other end. 2 seconds to go for the win. And it rims out. Denver hangs on.
Oh my fucking god! If he, this is what basketball's all about, man. So I think Mitchell's like he's lost it, and I'm just thinking, yeah, this is all over for them. And then they go up the up fucking end. I've got to watch this again. This is absolutely incredible.
Had it back tapped.
So I'm
He
like, yeah,
lost
this is
it.
done then. They're
The
gonna
Nuggets
score.
come up with a defensive play. Murray. They missed
This
the
is
layup.
that.
Gobert got it.
If he
Mitchell hanging
scored
at the other
this.
end. 2 seconds to go for the win. And it rims out. Denver hangs on.
That is incredible.
Final score. Utah 78. Nuggets 80.
If he scored that, could that have been one of the craziest ends like in recent basketball history? Fuck me. Jokic, by the way, he went off in a low-scoring game. The fact that he got 30 points, he had 14 rebounds. Big ups to him, man. That's a big performance from him. I mean, I know Gobert did pretty well as well in terms of like the scoreline. He did pretty well. Mitchell had 22. Man, I can't believe that. I gotta look at the box score stats quick. If he scored that, Nuggets versus Jazz box score, mate. That would have been absolutely scary, man. If he fucking done that, oh my Jesus Christ. What a fucking game. That is what it's all about, man. Jesus. If this is what the playoffs is like, I'm so excited to see the next like run of games, man. So fucking excited. Why does a box score never work on this app? ESPN, come on. It's not going to be there, is it? Is it there? Come on, man. Jesus Christ. Especially when they had the lead, like they were 20 down. Oh, mate. Ridiculous, bro. There we are. Well, let's actually see what the recap says in the title. Nuggets edge Jazz 80-78 to complete comeback from 3-1. I forgot about that. That's where they were 3-1 down initially. So my predictions, you know, I think I might have got every team going through so far. I don't know about the games. That may be incorrect. But yo, I'm just saying, man. I deserve more respect. Now I'm joking. So O'Neal with 5. Gobert with 19. He was +6 when he was on 18 rebounds, and he had 0 assists to be fair, but that's not really what his job is. 18 rebounds is crazy. Ingles with 7, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Mitchell 22, 1, 9. So he was relatively quiet in terms of how he'd been performing in this series, but he was still the main player, like in terms of points. He played 43 minutes. Jesus, he had a lot of time. Clarkson of 10. Let's look at these then. So Murray with 17, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Jokic, man, he clutched up big time. 30, 4 and 14. That's what you want to see. Porter done a lot better. 10 points, 2 assists, 9 rebounds. Mate, this is a solid performance all round, to be honest. This is what you want to see if you're like being honest. Like players spreading the points. I mean, it was a very, very low scoring game, but I assume that's because of the situation. Like that makes sense. I mean, it is very low scoring, but you can't blame them, can you? I mean, when you're in this scenario, you're going to be wary about every single situation. The whole series was a Mitchell versus Murray show, battle of the guards. Today it was Gobert versus Jokic, battle of the centers. For real, man. They both like really showed up. It's just Gobert in terms of scoring probably wasn't up there with Jokic, but he had a lot more rebounds. But that's like it goes to show like when maybe Mitchell and Murray aren't performing 100%, you've got then Jokic and Gobert who can like do their bit. And I mean, it's just ridiculous how like close this was. Like if he scored that right at the fucking end, it literally rolls around the rim. Like man, it could have been so different. But at least my prediction was right. Man, it's going to be sadder because Mitchell's been going off in this, so I'm going to miss seeing him. But at least we get to see more of Murray, right? The last play gave me a heart attack, and I'm not even a fan of either team. As a Utah fan, I'm heartbroken. But the Nuggets, especially Murray, deserve the win. Coming back from 3-1 3-1 series ain't no joke. I love that, man. You don't really get this sort of acknowledgement in soccer. Like you'll get like soccer fans who are just salty. They won't sort of pay their respects. But to come back from 3-1 down from a point where they looked done and dusted, like the Jazz seemed to just sort of have them like locked down. Like they just seemed to like be able to they would destroy them in certain games, right? So the fact that they did come back, I mean, you've got to respect it because I thought they were done, man. I thought they were finished. And especially against a team like the Jazz who have had players like just going off. Like big respect to both teams for sure because this is an incredible series. Mitchell versus Murray. Look, I can't read. Looks like those guys will face each other so many times next season. I love it, to be honest. Imagine there was a crowd down. Exactly, man. The crowd would have made it crazy. Why did Denver go for the bucket in the last possession? That stupid play could have costed the game. That's true. That is true. They could have just held it, right? Utah actually blew a 3-1 lead. Let's be for real. Has there ever been a high-scoring game? That's true, actually. So I'm guessing that is just the case. And Game 7 is just typically a lower-scoring game. Which, again, I do understand that, to be honest. Jokic is the type of player that would be great in any era. Jokic and CP3 are the most clutch players in the league right now. I don't care what anyone tells me. That shot from him, was it the game-winning one in the end? Because that was a nice shot. I'm not even going to lie. That was a really nice shot.
Backs
it
him
was.
Down. Gobert stays on his feet.
Big
Tough
shot, man.
Made it.
That's what you want from a player like him, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. What a game. What a series. And I'm excited to see how the Nuggets pan out, because I mean, forgive me, who are they playing? Is it the Clippers next? I mean, actually, the Clippers have to be the favourites for that. I did predict the Clippers to win that. I reckon the Clippers will be the favourites, but you never know, me. If the Nuggets have like strong performances from individuals, they could like pull off a shock result, right? But I'm just excited to see how they perform, because this is going to be a crazy next run of games in the playoffs, and we've still got the one more Game 7 with the Rockets versus the Thunder, which is going to be incredible. Again, it's very late here, so I probably won't be able to see it. But I'll definitely have a reaction out for you guys if you want that. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Until next time, like, subscribe, peace.